Are coming to California's COVID-19 rules. Governor Gavin Newsom has plans in the works to drop most of his pandemic-related executive orders. So despite the changes, the governor will keep the COVID-19 related state of emergency in place. Fox 40 Capitol reporter Ashley Zavala explains the move and how some lawmakers are reacting.
Advance a proclamation of a state of emergency.
Nearly 2 years after declaring California in a state of emergency because of COVID-19, Governor Gavin Newsom will drop most of his executive actions stemming from that proclamation. Newsom's administration Friday announced all but 5% of COVID-19 related rules will end between now and June 30th, but the state of emergency will remain. The administration defended this Friday.
Right now, to shut down the emergency would leave the state in a situation where they couldn't run the basic programs that I think Californians are expecting the state to run for them. When we're at a point where those programs are no longer necessary to protect people, then I think they could be wound down.
Of the rules that are winding down, 19 of them end immediately, including provisions related to state-owned property, EDD claim processing, and federal COVID relief funds. 18 will end March 31st, including rules related to virtual meetings and teacher staffing. 15 will end June 30th, including rules related to telehealth. This will leave California with 30 emergency provisions in place that will continue to help with vaccines, testing, hospital capacity, and workplace safety.
The essential nature of having options and powers to really help us manage not just the current public health challenge in front of us, but certainly the future.
This has reached a point of utter absurdity.
Republican Assemblyman Kevin Kiley has supported numerous efforts to get the governor to end the state of emergency. He says the state of emergency gives the governor too much power to control the state without using the proper systems of government. A state Senate committee March 15th will consider a resolution to end Newsom's pandemic-related state of emergency.
And if the Senate does pass it and then the Assembly passes it, then Newsom's emergency powers will be cut off. That is the end of the state of emergency. That is what the law says. And so if I were the governor, I think he would be well served to make sure it does not reach that point.